was an amazing year. It was a high-tempo year. We accomplished many missions, both the state as well as federal missions. We also had a number of community outreach events and a number of high-profile events. Our reserve model has changed from a break glass in times of national emergency force, a strategic reserve, to now we are very much an operational reserve, meaning that our airmen join our team and know that during their tenure here, they know they're going to get to do what they signed up for.
We're going to be deploying a team of 8 personnel down to Puerto Rico to set up emergency communications. We have a rapid deployment package called the JISC. It's a joint communications capability that interfaces with the civilians and the military personnel that are on the ground, so to actually be able to go out and provide the services that we've been training so hard for. We all take a lot of pride in that.
In a disaster scenario, it's going to be all hands on deck. So military, civilian, different organizations and groups are going to come together to respond to a disaster. Practicing together, exercising together beforehand will help us to be prepared in the event that something does happen and we do need to respond together.
You look at this organization in itself, and I think we've got more than 24 Bronze Stars earned in this organization. And I'll tell you, folks, those aren't given out lightly. This was clearly well earned.
It's essentially just about 24 hours, and what's unique about this particular exercise is we're literally testing how we are today. So without any real spin-up time or any opportunity to practice, as a wing, it's just, I think, a great reminder to the men and women of the 142nd Fighter Wing that when they get a notice like this, it won't necessarily come at the time of our choosing. So readiness is, in fact, our profession. We need to be ready to go 24/7, 365 to defend America.
So where we're going is not where we've been. And we have emerging threats from around the globe. I'm a proud member and will do my best to move forward the tradition of excellence that you all have established.
We've done a lot of training on active shooter responses. We've done a lot of their bomb dog training and their narcotics dog training out here. So again, it's all about that networking piece, because when we need that assistance, these are the people we're going to call. Obviously, we have a huge part in the NGRF, the National Guard Response Force for the state of Oregon, and part of that is doing what we call RRT, or Riot Response Training. And that involves everything from state police to Portland police to county sheriff's offices. I can't even think of the total number that we sent this year, but pretty much most of our DSGs, some of our technicians for the traffic assistance points, instead of going and fighting the fires, we're down there helping protect the personnel and assets down there from the fires. So again, we're just augmenting the local civilian law enforcement down there to try and protect the people and property.
Today we're up here at Timberline Lodge. We're at about 5,800 feet. We had to come up to an area high enough this winter where the snow was deep enough so we could conduct some avalanche training. The purpose of the avalanche training is to give the weather forecasters that typically do most of their weather forecasting from a computer sitting behind a desk in an office, the chance to see what's on the other end of their forecast.
Our Red Flag is the Air Force's premier training exercise for aviation forces, for the combat air forces. That was done as part of the spin-up to our theater security package. That gives an opportunity for our operations and maintenance professionals to get a chance to really do their job in the manner that they would be expected to do so in a combat environment.
Red Hawks, please let this sink in. Despite the negative political vitriol in our country, polls have proven time and again that you, the members of our nation's military, are what Americans still believe in. Even more important, our allies feel the same. Your presence in Europe is the presence of the most envied American ethos, justice and liberty for all. When it's stolen, you take it back. When it's threatened, you're there to defend it. That is your mission, Red Hawks, and for that I am immensely proud.
So the exercise today, what you saw was one piece of our alert mission, and that is what the F-15s do. However, the alert mission takes a massive interagency response. Some of them are here on base with the pilots and the maintainers and our operations support flight, but there's also input from the FAA, from NORAD, from our Western Air Defense Sector, from our civilian controllers. Every one of them has a piece in this mission, and what you got to see today was the culmination of all those pieces working together to accomplish the mission.
So as a whole for the weapons system, this is moving us from 1950s technology, steel boxes, and very old computing systems and speeds into really finally 21st century computing gear and speeds and technology. So we're entering into a brave new world of network-centric operations, and the C2 weapon systems like the Control and Reporting Center, like AWACS and our airborne brothers, are going to be the ones that enable the rest of the fight, that they're going to be that critical enabling capability that the warfighter needs to move information at the speed of the fight.
Finally, to the men and women of the 142nd Fighter Wing, thank you for being the finest America has to offer. Thank you for your willingness to take risks and challenge convention. Our adversaries are honing their ambitions, but we, my friends, are sharpening our swords. We are facing the most dangerous threat of warfare in the history of our republic, but America will always have the edge as we can bank on the most innovative force in our arsenal, you.
I will do my best to be a leader of character, someone that you can trust, and someone that you can admire. I won't continue to talk about that because talk is cheap. It's my actions that'll count. I know you watch me. I'm ready for that. And I'll do my best to live up to that so you can be proud of your Fighter Wing commander.
And so on the 10th of August, when the Q400 was stolen from SeaTac, the ability to have this wing respond at a moment's notice to get 2 F-15s airborne in mere minutes, to be able to intercept the aircraft through their airmanship, their training and their discipline, to be able to keep that aircraft away from populated areas and to be able to protect the citizens of the local area. That is what we embody at NORAD, and that is what this team embodies.
So it's dissimilar air combat training, so it's an opportunity for us to get out and train with other platforms besides the F-35, specifically the F-15Cs here out of the 123rd and the F-16s from the 8th Fighter Squadron out of Holland. It's been wonderful. The 123rd and the Oregon Air National Guard have been great hosts to everybody involved. Flying with the F-15s we don't get to do very often, so having a chance to integrate with those assets is really a treat for us.
So today we've packed essentially all of our deployment equipment and our hurricane relief supplies as well in order to assist in the DoD response to the hurricane. And we can run airfield operations, acting as air traffic controllers, bringing airplanes in with critical supplies and personnel to help with the recovery efforts.
I couldn't be prouder. I was fortunate enough to take command of the wing in August, and I feel like I've just been inserted into a perfect environment where we have so many things that are going so well. And now it's my job to address those things where we need to improve and to make sure that we're on a continuous improvement process, that we're caring for our airmen and their families, that we're balancing all the things that we're being asked to do while remaining as proficient as we are for any mission. I think I would finally just say that for the men and women of the 142nd Fighter Wing, that we practice hard. We train all the time. We do that to be proficient and to be ready if we're called upon to execute our missions. I'm just proud to be part of that team, and I'm just thankful for all the men and women who are part of our team as well.